You may not have heard about an organization called iWrite, but you should, because this nonprofit is planting the seeds of wonder and writing excitement in kids at an early age with the hope that hopefully maybe it will inspire them for a lifetime of writing and reading enjoyment. What a way to open up the world to students who might not otherwise be able to experience that incredible world. Just look at the joy on the faces of these kids, and it can tell you some of what you need to know about the way iWrite inspires them. Children's book author Melissa Williams Murphy founded this organization in 2009. What an impact is being made. Thank you for joining me this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, talk about why you started this and what your hopes are for it going forward.
Right. Well, you know, being a writer myself, I will never forget that day when I saw my very first published book in my hand for the first time.
How old were you then?
I was, well, now my age, I was about 24, I believe, yes.
Right.
And so that feeling, you know, you just feel successful all of a sudden. It's an instant. And it's one of those things where I thought, why not have this feeling earlier in life for kiddos and add to their success toolbox, right? So that they're able to reach for more success. They want to have that feeling again. And publication, it changes you. So I thought, why not start a contest, start a nonprofit that allows kids to become published authors.
And this has grown through the years. Has it grown farther than you thought it might, or has it grown kind of what you expected it would do?
It's funny you ask, because at first you think, oh my goodness, I can't imagine that it's come to this place, but visionaries, right? I like to think of myself as a visionary at times.
Yeah.
You can see what you want something to become, and you keep that in the back of your mind, and you keep reaching for that. So when certain milestones hit, you're so thankful for them, but you're not necessarily surprised by them, I would say.
I'm guessing the driving force would be just the reward you get from the look on the faces of children when they reach that aha, wow.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I mean, the stories, I have so many things that I could tell you that the kids have said, this is the best day of my life on the day that they signed their book for the first time, or, you know, this is the first time anyone in my family has ever done anything like this. And I'm like, that's amazing, you're 10. You know, it's things like that that just keep you going, and it's important. It's important for kids to see how important it is to be successful through literacy.
Mm-hmm. Talk about one of the latest, biggest projects. You haven't done this before.
Right.
This is the I Am Texas attempt for a Guinness World Record. And this is the cover that we have, and we're going to keep that up. But talk about what this is all about.
So I Am Texas is the title of this book, and it's the title of the competition this year.
Is this already the front cover of it?
Yes, we happen to have a few partners in this project. Brad Meltzer, the author of the Ordinary People Change the World book series, and his illustrator, Chris Eliopoulos, they are a part of this project. So that's the illustrator of the cover. New York Times bestseller. So these kids now get to be a part of a series that already has a New York Times bestseller's name attached to it.
So what's in the current book, and what's going to be part of the book that you are doing for the Guinness record?
Right. So every year there's always a theme. And so for the last 12 years, kids have entered this contest. But this year, with our partnership with the Bryan Museum, which is a Texas History American West museum, where I'm now the executive director, we've brought the two organizations together, created this theme because we want kids to not just become published, we want them to make history and understand that that too is important in just their life. So 1,000 kids will have a chance to become published, make history, break a record with us in a 7-foot book.
Wow. So the 7-foot book, is that going to be at the museum?
It will.
Museum?
Yes.
And there's going to be smaller versions for people to get as well?
Yes. Technically, this record that we're breaking, the book has to be published.
Okay.
So the smaller versions are an exact replica of the big book.
So this is fascinating, and you obviously have a passion for making sure that kids can read and do those kinds of things. How can people get involved in iWrite, and do they do it by the school or by the parents or by both?
Both, actually. Teachers, we have so many resources for teachers, for parents. Just going onto the website, iWrite.org, you'll see that there's not just a contest, but there's in-school programming, after-school programming, a youth club for our middle schoolers and high schoolers to write for our magazine, the iWriter, and become advocates and speakers. I mean, our big gala that we do every year, we have about 450 people. This year we'll have over 1,000 because of this entry.
Wow.
But our kids become our MCs and our speakers, and it's all about taking them seriously and enjoying their talent.
Well, I thank you for what you're doing, because you're creating a whole level of young people who get the incredible experience of having confidence.
Yes.
I mean, that's one of the first things, right?
Yes.
Thank you for what you're doing. I'm going to make sure that I put the information about the website on the Newsmakers page on click2houston.com. And we look forward to getting the announcement whenever you do the Bryan Museum. Let us know so we can let people know about that.
Definitely. This May, we'll know all of those winners. You can also go to imtx.org to get specific information on this theme.
Good deal. Well, thank you so much for what you're doing. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Newsmakers.